Are you thinking about moving to Newnan, Georgia? Let's talk about that. My name is Tonya Byrd, and I am part of the Byrd Group team, a husband and wife team, and we are brokered by Keller Williams Realty Atlanta Partners here in the greater Atlanta area. And Newnan is one of those lovely areas that we find that people like to move to. And if you're interested in that area, I'm going to give you 5 things that make Newnan a great place to call home. Newnan has historic charm, and yet it meets modern conveniences. Newnan has a town square downtown with a courthouse. It was built in 1904, and surrounding this courthouse is a lot of different boutiques and mom and pop restaurants. It's a really neat place to go check out. They have a lot of events down in that area, and surrounding that area there's a lot of historic homes that were built around mid-1800s, and it is known as the City of Homes. As you expand out from there, some of the more modern conveniences is the shopping center Avery Park. So it is an outdoor shopping area with all of your big brand stores such as Belk's, Dillard's, and then some of your smaller ones like DSW and Taylor Loft, like shops like that you can shop in. And of course, there's car dealerships in Newnan. You don't even have to leave Newnan to go get a new car, or even furniture. Plenty of furniture stores to go shopping around in Newnan. And of course, we can't fail to mention that we have Piedmont Hospital, one of the larger Piedmont hospitals there in Newnan, right off the interstate. So really, you do not have to go into Atlanta unless you want to, because all the conveniences of buying everything is right in the Newnan area. Newnan has easy access with less traffic. Atlanta is horrific for traffic. If you're going to go to Atlanta, when I do, in my mind's eye, I am just like, well, I'm just going to run in traffic. It's just something that you know is going to happen, and plan accordingly. And I'm not going to say that you don't run into occasional traffic around rush hour in Newnan, but the great thing about it, there's a lot of back roads to get around that mess. And I-85 goes to Montgomery, Alabama, and ends there. And there's not a lot of destination, like compared to 75 on the other side that goes all the way to Florida and seems to be a major truck corridor. You really don't have a lot of trucks going down I-85. So it's really easy to hop on I-85 and get up to the airport lickety-split. Like, depending on where you live, I would say anywhere from 25 to maybe 45 minutes to get to the airport. And the likelihood of you running into any traffic there is not as great. Now, I won't say it doesn't ever happen, but it doesn't happen nearly as often, nor do you have to expect that it's going to be a daily thing to run into traffic on I-85. If you do have to go on into town, traffic. Atlanta, it is what it is, but that 85 corridor seems to be the less traveled portion of all of Atlanta when you're looking at all of Atlanta. So that makes it convenient and easy to get in and out of. Newnan has just about every type of home for every kind of lifestyle. Now, Newnan is considered a suburban area to the greater Atlanta metro. So no, we don't have a lot of tall skyscrapers with condominiums about, but we do have a lot of single family homes. If you are looking for townhomes, we got some of those. And if you are looking to downsize and get in those 55 plus communities, there's a few of those communities to choose from as well in the Newnan area. The other thing that is neat about Newnan is if you want more of that neighborhood feel, you can go to places like SummerGrove. We did a video on that, so you can check that out, where it's like around 3,000 homes and there's more than one pool you can go to. There is golf course and kind of have that more HOA community vibe. If you're like, I don't want the houses to be on top of me, there are neighborhoods you can choose from that are at least every house is on an acre. And so you have a little bit more of that country feel. And even if you want even more country of a feel, the further you get out in Newnan area, the more country it gets. And so you could really find a couple of acres with a house on it. That's what I mean by no matter what kind of lifestyle you're looking for, there's probably a house for you in this area. Newnan has events, parks, and kind of that outdoorsy lifestyle if you choose to plug into it. They have anything from parades at Christmas time, 4th of July parades. I even went to a wine down event. That was really fun. You get a wine cup and you go around and the shops give you wine taste testing, and it kind of gets you and your friends out to go have fun tasting some wine. They have several parks around the downtown area that you can enjoy, as well as parks that are right outside the main downtown area. There's also Chattahoochee Bend State Park that you can go over and enjoy. They have a lake over there and some hiking, so you can just get out in the woods and breathe some fresh air. Also, they have the link system that is kind of running across Coweta County. You can get all the way downtown now riding your bike or walking on the link. It's LINC system. You can't do any kind of motorized vehicles on it like golf carts, but you can skating on it, riding your bike, walking, jogging, that sort of thing. And that kind of continues over the interstate. They actually built a bridge over the interstate and continues on down into SummerGrove, and they have room to continue to expand the link so you can get out in the fresh air that way. Go check out explore.NewnanCoweta.com. That's where all of their events are, and you can see if there's something in their list of events that you might like. Coweta County is known for their school systems, and we actually have people who want to move into the area because of their school system. So they have public schools and private schools here in the Coweta County area. I suggest anybody who is going to go look for school information is to go to niche.com and greatschools.org, keeping in mind that those schools allow for public recommendations or complaints, and they take that into consideration as well with school testing scores to give it its ranking. So there could be some bias in there based on the comments that people make. So it's always best to go look at those things, but then go verify with the Coweta County Board of Education. If you have a specific question about a specific school or a specific program that you want your child to be able to plug into, they would be a great resource, and they would tell you whether or not that school might be best fitted for your child based on their interest. If you don't have children in school, it's always still good to check those things out, because if you think of your property as, obviously it's a place to lay your head and rest and create wonderful memories, but it's also an investment and an asset in your portfolio. And schools can drive resale values, so looking at the school rankings and based on that where you might want to buy could help you make a decision. So later down the road, nobody has a crystal ball, mind you, but later down the road, you might be able to have better resale values. I would say that in Coweta County in general, you have good resale values, so you may not have to worry about that so much. It's something good for you to explore regardless. So now that I have given you some information about Newnan, are you thinking about making a move to the area? If you want to know more about neighborhoods, schools, lifestyle, all the things we talked about today, our contact information is below. Feel free to reach out to us and we can talk to you more about what you're looking for in your next home and what part of Newnan might just fit into that lifestyle. And if you like this kind of content, be sure to check out some of our other videos. We talk all about kind of like the south end of Atlanta below the airport, the suburbs. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.